welcome to a new video. I am Autumn. This is channel Autumn's Boutique, and this video is going to be a 24-hour readathon. So me and my friend Jeannelle, we are doing a 24-hour readathon for AAPI Heritage Month, Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. And we are just going to read a bunch of AAPI books by AAPI authors, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. It is 10:30 right now, and for me it starts at 11. And yeah, I'm so excited. It's going to go from 11 a.m. today to 11 a.m. tomorrow, sorry. And yeah, I have so many books I want to read for this. So the last time I did a 24-hour readathon, I read 5 books. So my goal is 6, just to, improve. But I have so many books I want to read this time. So we will see, I think the book I'm going to be starting with is 1,000 Splendid Suns by Khaled Housini. He is an African-American writer, and I've read The Kite Runner by him, and I've also read Sea Prayer by him, and I absolutely adored both of them. As a matter of fact, I think The Kite Runner is probably one of my favorite books of all time. Granted, it's been several years since I've read it, so I think I might want a refresher. I definitely want to reread it at some point, and I might even reread it during this 24 hours. I don't know, we'll see. But I do believe this one takes place in Afghanistan, and I think it spans over 30 years. I think the entire book is set over a 30-year period. I could be wrong. I haven't read the synopsis yet, but I kind of want to keep it that way. I do know it's a historical fiction, I think. And I know I love his work, so I know I'm gonna love this. Yeah. I have several other books that I want to read today, but I don't really have a specific TBR. It's just kind of like, I'm very much a mood reader, so it's just kind of like whatever I'm going to be in the mood to read next is what I will pick up, because I do have a very long list, and there are books from like all different genres, just so I can like break it up and have like a big a vast variety of books within this video. So yeah. But yeah, and it's just gonna start soon, so I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say right now. I'm literally so excited for this. Some of my highly anticipated reads are on this TBR, so I'm really hoping to get to this within the 24 hours. But yeah, we will see. And I will be updating periodically throughout. And yeah, that's all. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in a bit. Hello, it is about 1:30-ish, a little after 1:30, so it's been a couple hours into the 24-hour readathon, and I just have some, things to update. But first, I wanted to talk about that last clip because I watched it back after filming it, and I realized I forgot to say a few things. And okay, so the first thing is my friend Jeannelle. She has a YouTube channel of her own, and I will be obviously including all of her links down below to her YouTube and Instagram. Please check her out. She's absolutely amazing, and I'm so happy that we became friends recently. It was a very recent thing, but yeah. So yeah, go ahead and check her out. She's doing this 24-hour readathon with me. She has a vlog up as well. So yeah, just go ahead and check it out. And then the next thing I wanted to talk about was when I was talking about Khaled Hassani. I said Afghan so weird, and it almost sounded like I was saying that he was African American, and I just wanted to clarify, he is not. He is in fact Afghan American. He is from Afghanistan. And I just wanted to clarify because I watched that back and I was like, I feel like I said that really weird. Okay, anyways, just wanted to clarify. So with 1,000 Splendid Suns, I am now on page 63, sorry. And oh my God, I am absolutely loving this. It is so it's a very serious book. It's very serious and sad, and it breaks my heart reading about this, but it is just so fantastic. Literally so good. I am taking a break from reading this because I have a few things to do for work, and I've been listening to the audiobook for Love Boat Taipei by Abigail Hingwen, which I'll post a little photo of the cover right here. It is about a Chinese American family, and our main character, Ever, who doesn't want to be like a doctor like her parents want her to be, and she doesn't really want to go to the schools that her parents want her to go to. She really wants to go to school for dance, and her parents find out about this and send her to Taipei, and so she's in this like school type, like, it's okay, it almost gives me like summer camp vibes sort of thing, I guess, like summer school kind of vibes, I guess. I don't really know how else to explain it other than that. And this is in Taipei, and it's away from her family, and it is so dramatic. It is so good. It is, oh man, it's crazy, and I'm absolutely living for it. It is so good. I'm like 32% of it the way into it already, and I'm just flying through it. It is so good and just so entertaining. It is so entertaining. I just keep laughing at it, and it's just so good. And I love Ever. I love her friends. They're all just like, it's such a fun experience. So I'm gonna continue listening to that for a little while longer right now, just so I can get some of the work that I need to get done. And then I am probably gonna take a break from that and read more of 1,000 Splendid Suns. And then I'm hoping by the time I get I'm hoping I can get like maybe halfway through this book. I don't know, maybe. And then probably I'll take another break once I get halfway in, just, you know, I don't know. Because this is a very like heavy topic. It's very like, it's a very heavy book, so I don't really want to like overdo it, you know, in case, I don't know. But it is so fantastic. It is so good. But yeah, so that, I feel like that's kind of the vibes for today. Just kind of low and slow, you know. I have a couple, like, I think I have a graphic novel that I really want to read. I have oh, you know what? I think I have 2 graphic novels that I want to read, and those will be quick reads. So if I get to that, then I'll be happy, you know? Yeah. But yeah, that's just kind of like the blueprint for today. It's just kind of all up in the air right now, but yeah. And I will stop talking and get back to reading. Bye for now. Hello, so it is now 6:30. I have a little update for you guys. I just went home to eat dinner because I don't think I mentioned it yet, but I am dog sitting right now at my neighbor's house. But by the time this video is up, it'll be long past then, so it'll be great. But yes, I do have an update. So I am now on page 130 of 1,000 Splendid Suns. Absolutely loving it. Okay, so I keep taking breaks from it though. I will read a section, like I'll read a chunk of it, and then I'll take a break and switch to something else, and then I will read another chunk of it and then take a break. And I'm so happy I decided to do it this way, because I feel like if I tried to binge this all in one seating, it would put me in a reading slump, just because it's so emotional and so like just powerful that I don't know what I would pick up after reading it. So I'm really happy that I'm like only reading chunks at a time, and like throwing like a lot of different narratives and like in between. So that's really good so far. It's going really well. I am going to read probably like another 50 pages, and then I think I'm gonna pick up a graphic novel or something, you know. I did just finish Love Boat Taipei. I'm sorry, I could not think of the name of it. And there are parts of it that I absolutely loved, but then there were also parts of it that I did not love. And I can't really go into too much detail because it would be extremely spoilery, and I don't really want to do that in this vlog, I guess. But like there are things that I just didn't like. Also, there were like sex scenes, and granted the characters are 18, they are of age. And I know 18-year-olds have sex. I know that's a thing, but like I feel like I'm at the age where I don't need to be reading about that anymore, you know? Like I was 18 5 years ago. Like I don't need to I don't really want to read about that age, you know, doing the deed. And like, there's nothing wrong with having sex at that age. There's nothing wrong. You're of age. It's just, I feel like it's, you know, I don't know. I feel weirded out by it. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think ultimately I might be giving this like a 3 stars, maybe 3.5, because there were things about it that I absolutely loved. But then there were just like things that I didn't love, you know? I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I still really enjoyed it. And 3 stars is good. 3 stars is a really good read for me. It's just nothing stood out, you know, above and beyond. And, you know, nothing did. But I still really liked it. I still thought it was good. Okay, so yeah, that was my little update. Now I'm gonna continue reading a little bit more of 1,000 Splendid Suns, and then I'm gonna be picking up a graphic novel, maybe, or a picture book. That would be really fun, just to kind of like break up the pacing, you know. Yeah, but that's it for right now, and I will update again later. Bye. Hello, it is now 11 p.m. so I've been at this thing for 12 hours now, and I have some updates. So I did read more of 1,000 Splendid Suns, and I am now on page 179, so getting there. And then I read the graphic novel Pashmina, and it is about an Indian American girl who just wants to know more about her, about India and her father, who still is in India. And her mother is being very like closed off about it, so she finds this magical pashmina in her mother's like luggage case, I guess it's like a suitcase thing, and she finds it, and then when she puts it on, it transports her to this beautiful, magical, picturesque India where she gets to see absolutely whatever she wants. And it was so cool. It was really, really cool. I loved it. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4 out of 5 stars, and I loved it. It was so cute. And the art style was fabulous. It's just, there was like, I feel like there was something missing that didn't push it to that 5-star, but I still really enjoyed it. Like, it was still really, really good. So yeah, 4 out of 5 stars, absolutely adorable. And then I started the audiobook for On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong, I think. I literally just looked up how to properly pronounce the last name, and I think I butchered it, and I'm so sorry about that. But I'm absolutely loving that book so far. I'm 67% of the way through, and I literally am in love. Like, it is so amazing. It is so amazing. But I just got to part 3, and I want to take a little break so that way I can read more of 1,000 Splendid Suns. And I'm hoping to get a good chunk of this read right now. Although, like I said, it's 11 p.m. and I am getting pretty tired, so I was gonna plan on staying up pretty late because I'm not an early riser. I'm not a morning person. So I was gonna plan on staying up late so that way I could sleep in, you know, wake up at my normal time. But we'll see. I don't know. I think I'm gonna set an alarm for 7 a.m. either way. Just because that's like decently early for me. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna physically read some, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish the audiobook for On Earth We Are Briefly Human, just because it is literally everything. It is literally fantastic, and I cannot wait to finish it. So yeah, that's my little plan for tonight, for the rest of the night. Yeah, that's it. I feel like I went a little too hard the first 12 hours because now I feel like it's all catching up to me and I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. Like, I want to finish these books, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm tired. But yeah, we are gonna read. I'm gonna physically read and then I'm gonna finish my audiobook. That is the plan. And I might try and squeeze. I don't really know. I don't know what to do. I was gonna try and squeeze like maybe another book in tomorrow morning, but I don't think it's likely. I don't think it is. But we'll see. Yeah, that's all. And I will update you in a little bit. Bye. Hello. I kind of look like a mess right now. Please ignore that. So it is like 2 a.m. It's a little after 2 a.m. and I just finished 1,000 Splendid Suns. I absolutely love this. Like, look at all of the tabs I made. Absolutely love this. Stunning read. And like, just everything about it was perfect. It was literally perfect. I cried so many times. Literally perfect. And it was so sad. Every single time something was looking up and, you know, something good happened, it was immediately followed by something bad. And I just, so perfect. It was so perfect. Literally the most five-star read I've ever read. It's the most 5-star deserving book I've ever read. Absolute perfection. And it definitely deserves a spot on my favorites of all time list. 1000%. Absolutely loved this read. Like, I could not think of a single negative thing to say about it because it was that good. It was literally perfect. Anyways, I am exhausted. I think the only thing keeping me awake to finish this book was like the fact that I was crying so much and the fact that I was just so hooked and like literally like just I was so hooked. I literally like I can't explain it. I don't have the words. I literally don't have the words right now, but this is literally the best book I've ever read. Literally the best book I've ever read. I'm in love, literally in love with it. And since it's 2 a.m., I think I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. I set an alarm for 7 a.m. and I'm hoping to wake up at 7 so I can finish On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. Is that what it's called? I think, yeah. On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. And then I might start another book. I don't know. We'll see where I go from there. Literally perfection. I'm so glad I actually picked this up because I've been saying I was gonna pick it up for like a year now, maybe even more. I keep saying that I'm gonna read this, but then I keep putting it down because I'm like, oh, I'm not in the mood to read something this like heavy and this serious. But I'm so freaking glad I like bit the bullet and read it, because it is literally spectacular. Literally spectacular. So I am gonna go to bed now because I'm tired, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to pick up another book after finishing this. I think I need to let this sink in a little bit. So I'm gonna try and wake up super early. We'll see. And then finish On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, and maybe in Love Boat Taipei, one of the characters mentioned American Born Chinese, which is a graphic novel that I've already read, but I loved it and I own it, and I'm like, I might reread that as just like a final little book to throw in at the end, because it's so good and I would love to reread that. So I might do that. Once I finish On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. And I will update you tomorrow. Bye. Hello. I am thoroughly exhausted. So I stayed up till 2, like I said I would. Actually, I think I updated last night so you would have known. I didn't actually end up falling asleep until like 2:50, closer to 3. And then I did wake up at 7 a.m. like I said I was going to. But I did not actually start reading until like around 8 a.m., but that's fine. And it is now 8:50, and I just finished On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. Absolutely adored this. It was so good. It was so good. So good. There's like 2 hours left of this readathon. And I wouldn't know what book to pick up. Like, I have a few books at home that I really, really want to read that would fit for this readathon, but I don't feel like starting like an entire 300-page fantasy or anything like that right now. I don't really feel like it. So I'm going to be rereading American Born Chinese, which is a little tiny graphic novel. It is, I think I read this back in 2018 or 2019, so it's been a couple years, but I really, really enjoyed it when I read it the first time, and I'm sure I'm still going to enjoy it. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna get through this, which this is not gonna take me 2 hours to read. It's not, I know that for a fact. But your girl is tired. So once I finish this, I'm gonna take a nap. I absolutely love this readathon, but it's time for it to end. I'm so tired. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read this. And yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna read this book, and then I'm gonna be finished with this readathon. Hello, it is 11:30 a.m. Therefore, this readathon is officially over. Yeah. So I finished American Born Chinese, and then I took a very lovely nap, so I'm much happier than I was the clip before this. So the first time I read this book, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and on Goodreads, I had written a kind of like not great review of it. I said that I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it, stuff like that. But this reread has just really like changed my perspective on it, and I absolutely adored it. So we follow 3 perspectives in this, and one is a little boy. Well, I guess one's a boy, and he's like struggling with his identity, and like he's struggling to like kind of like love the fact that he's Chinese and everything. And it doesn't help that his schoolmates are completely racist towards him. But like, yeah, so he's trying to like, I guess, love himself in a sense. And then we follow the Monkey King, who is a deity, and he kind of becomes a little self-absorbed and thinks he is like the most powerful being ever, so he needs like a check back to reality. And then the third perspective is oh, I forgot the name, but it's literally like every Chinese stereotype rolled into one person. And I think it's supposed to be like extremely like satirical, I think. And he visits his cousin Danny, who Danny's a white boy, and he follows Danny around school for like a week or 2 weeks, and just like embarrasses Danny so much, and Danny absolutely does not like his cousin. And then at the end, all three of those perspectives, the boy Jen, his name is Jen, the monkey deity, and then Chinky, I think his name is Chinky, the boy who's literally like every Chinese stereotype rolled into one. They all like come together in the end, kind of in a really, really interesting way. And the first time I read it, I didn't really like the ending, but I loved it now. I don't know, like maybe I like misunderstood the book. I don't really know, but I absolutely loved it this time. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4 out of 5 star, maybe a 5 star, I don't know, but loved it, absolutely loved it. Definitely took me 2 readings to get to love that one, but I absolutely loved it. But yeah, so that's it. I am gonna be like getting my stuff together and everything, and once I'm home, I'm gonna film like a full-on wrap-up video of this entire 24-hour period, and just, yeah, and then I'll put that at the end and this vlog will be done. So I'll see you in a minute. Hello, so it has been a little while since the 24-hour readathon ended, but I'm just here to update everything I've read and just talk about the 24 hours as a whole. I had an amazing time. It was so much fun, and I read 5 absolutely amazing books, and I'm about to talk about them right now. But before I do that, I just wanted to shout out Jeannelle again. I'm so happy I got to join her on this 24-hour AAPI readathon. It was literally just so much fun, so much fun. I will leave her video linked down below, as well as her bookstagram. Check them both out. She is literally amazing. So yeah, just go check her out. She's awesome. So let's hop right into the books I've read for the 24-hour readathon. I started with Love Boat Taipei by Abigail Luen. I really loved the beginning of this book, but unfortunately the ending for me, just like halfway through, like the last half of the book, just like, I don't know, it wasn't like, it's not a book for me, and that's fine, because I know there's someone out there that's gonna absolutely love this book. So I'm gonna give it like a 3 out of 5 stars, because it was still super enjoyable. There were just things that I did not like about it, and potential spoilers, I'm gonna like be very vague about it, but there is like a cheating scandal in it, and I absolutely hate cheating in books, and it's just like, it's something that I feel like isn't necessary. Like, I don't know, I just don't like it. Although that being said, I do think, even though I didn't like it, the way that the cheating was handled in this book was done like decent. Like, it's the best cheating I've ever read, if that makes sense. I don't know. I still didn't like it though. But anyways, that's, yeah. But like, it was very dramatic, which I loved, but sometimes it was like a little too much, and I was just like, these kids are like too young, right, for this kind of stuff. But then again, I was an extremely dramatic teenager, so who knows. If I were to have read this book in high school, it would absolutely be a 5 stars. I would have ate it up. I would have absolutely loved it. I definitely think I'm like a little more mature for that kind of stuff at this point in time. Also, there were just some things that made me like a little uncomfortable reading as a 23-year-old, reading about 18-year-olds, you know? But still, it was good. If you, like, I really do think if I were 18 reading that book, it would have been like one of my favorite books ever, because it is everything I would have needed at that time. And yeah, but also that being said, it kind of like brought me back to that time as well, which was kind of fun, you know? So the second book I finished was Pashmina by Nidhi Chanani. I hope I pronounced that correctly. It is a graphic novel about an Indian American family, and the young girl, the girl we follow, she finds this like magical pashmina that brings her to this like very magical, beautiful version of India that she has in her head. And it was so interesting. It was so interesting. And I loved getting to see like more about Indian culture through this graphic novel. I feel like it was just very interesting, and like, I loved it. I thought it was so amazing, and it was just so like, I loved it. And like the design of it too is so cool, just like so cool. I'm definitely gonna purchase this book to have it on my shelves and get to like flip through the pages like physically, because the ebook, it was good. I liked the ebook, but I definitely feel like printed paper would like be so much better with this kind of book. But I loved it, and I gave it a 4 stars. I might honestly even bump it up to 5. The only reason I'm hesitant to give it a full 5 is because I feel like we could have used a little more time to flesh out like some of the things that happened, because I feel like a lot of it was very rushed. But that being said, it's also a graphic novel, so it's not like, you know, I don't know. I loved it. It was so cute, and I really recommend it. It was so good, so good. And then the third book I finished was On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vyung. Wow, just wow. 5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely amazing. And then I also listened to the audiobook, and it was so good because it's narrated by the author. So the book is about our main character, the narrator, writing a letter to his mother about like his life and everything he went through and everything. And it was so good. So good. And having the author narrate it was almost like he was telling the story directly to me, and it was really cool, and it was really just a really amazing experience. How many times am I gonna say really in this video, in this little clip? Sorry about that. But it was so good, and I loved it, and I'm definitely gonna pick up the physical version of this too and physically read it, because I feel like that's also gonna have an entirely different experience behind it, physically reading it, you know? The next book I finished was 1,000 Splendid Suns by Khaled Hassani, and just wow, 5 stars, absolutely 5 stars. And this has been added to my favorite books of all times list because it was just so amazing, so amazing. I tabbed it all to like no end. It was so fantastic, and I absolutely loved this. And it was so emotional and just so empowering and just like so good, so good. And I loved it so much. I loved it so much. And just like seeing, it was so breathtaking and just like so, oh my God, I like cried so many times throughout this book. It was so heavy and like dense, but so good. And I loved it so much. Absolutely 5 stars. Favorite book of, like, one of my favorite books of all times. And I'm definitely going to be rereading The Kite Runner soon, because I just want to like read his entire backlist, because he also has another book because I read Sea Prayer and The Kite Runner, and then he has another book. I think the title has mountains, something like mountains in it. And I'm definitely going to read that one too, because absolutely stunning. Like, just the writing, his writing style is everything. Absolutely amazing. Literally no negative things about this book. None at all. I could not tell you a single one because it was that good. All right, and then the last book I read was American Born Chinese by Luen Yang. Once again, okay, this was actually a reread for me, and the first time I read it, I did not like it that much. I gave it a 3 stars. I thought it was enjoyable, but I just, like, I feel like I missed a lot of, like, what was happening. I don't know if, like, what the story behind the first time me reading it was, but I didn't get it. I don't know. So I definitely didn't think it was a book for me, but I'm glad I reread it because I've changed my mind completely. I really liked it. I really, really enjoyed it. And it's a borderline 5 stars. It's like a 4.5 star for me, honestly. It was so good and it was so entertaining. And I love, like, just the commentary on it all too, because it's like, it's about, like, this Chinese boy or Chinese American boy who has such internalized, like, racism towards himself. And it's so, like, sad to see, but, like, towards the end, it was just so, like, the ending was so important, and I loved seeing that part of it too. And it was really important, and it was really, like, good, and I really enjoyed it. And I definitely just think I missed the mark the first time I read it, and maybe that's why I didn't like it. But I just, like, I loved it. It was so good. It was so good. And I just, yeah, so good. Yeah, that was the, like, 5 books I read within the 24 hours for the AAPI little 24-hour readathon that I did with Jeannelle. It was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you left a like and maybe even subscribe to my channel. Also go over and check out Jeannelle's channel. It's fabulous, and subscribe to her as well because she deserves it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun, and I'm definitely planning on doing more 24-hour readathons just because it's so much fun. It is literally so much fun. So yeah, I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Jokes, I'm back real quick. If you did not love my It's Really Amazing reviews I just gave for these books, totally understandable. I will be posting full thought out, fully, like, processed, thought out reviews for all 5 of these books on my Goodreads. So if you want to check out those fleshed out reviews rather than It's Really Amazing, I will have it linked below. So check them out. Check them out. Yeah, that's it. Sorry. Thank you again. And bye for real this time.